Hello, this is Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a fidget video for you guys yesterday, as yesterday was my birthday, and I kind of wanted to make it, fun by, adding my birthday into the video. Just not really doing anything special, just doing a fidget video for my birthday for you guys. But that ended up not happening, obviously, because of things that have been happening all week. About a month ago, well, when I moved in, I've been having problems since moving in with the shower drain, which is connected to the kitchen and the bathroom sink drains. Thankfully not connected to the toilet, though. And the neighbors that had lived downstairs at the time had warned me that it's been an ongoing problem for years, and I, better get prepared to wash dishes and take baths out of a bucket, that the landlord would never fix it. And they've asked and asked and asked, and because they had lived in my apartment upstairs before they moved downstairs. So, they warned me. At first, the landlord had been really nice, and for a good long time he was really nice. But the more I kept asking him to fix it, the more he kept telling me it was my problem, and he started getting mad about it and rude about it and all that good stuff. Anyway, so I had been doing my best to use, like, drain cleaner to try to get it cleared out, and it had gotten, for the first few months to the point where I was having to use drain cleaner to clear out the shower drain every single time I took a shower, which is a lot of drain cleaner, especially when you're on Social Security and you're making $600 a month, and your rent is almost $500 after bills. Well, over $500 after bills. And so, and those are just the utilities. So, I really couldn't afford it, and I kept telling him, fix it, fix it, fix it. And he just wouldn't. And then it got to the point where no cleaner was working at all. And that was last month. And I told him flat out, the drain cleaner's not working at all. I've tried every single kind. I've started trying lye. That's not getting it out. Nothing, getting it down. Nothing's working. And that message he ignored completely. Like, there was no reply. He read it, and he never replied to it. So, anyway, that led to the issue I've been dealing with all week, that I'm trying really hard to deal with mentally, but I'm struggling with it. So, because the drain wouldn't go down, the water in the drain wouldn't go down, and I tried lye in it, thinking, that's gotta, get it to go down, because that's like the strongest shit you can get. You can't use it unless you're wearing gloves. You have to stay at a distance and wear eye protection just in case it bubbles up and splashes while you're putting it in, or putting the water in to activate it. The shit's dangerous. Even for just touching it, it's dangerous. And if ingested, it can eat your organs. So, yeah, it's not safe. So, that had been to the lip of the shower. The water was that high, with lye in it, having tried to get it down. And I'd been taking baths from a bucket for like the last week, and prior to that, I had forgotten I had a bucket in the house, so I wasn't showering at all. So a whole month with no showers because he refused to fix it. So, and I tried to keep the cats out of there as much as possible, but their litter boxes are in my bedroom, and you can't get to the bedroom without opening the bathroom door. And their food bins are in there, and my clothes are in there. So I've got to go in there at least once in a while, and when I open the door, sometimes they sneak in, and sometimes I don't see them before I leave the room, and sometimes they just are stuck in there until I figure out there's a cat missing. So, yeah, that became an issue, not just with the cleanliness of my house, but because they had access to that water. And so 3 of my cats had actually ingested, and I didn't know. I didn't know they ingested it because it's not like I was actually watching them and being like, hey, no, don't touch that, because I had the door closed. I didn't even know they were in there. So, obviously until I let them out, but I never knew that that's what they were doing in there, was drinking that. So 3 of my cats passed away this week, 2 of them yesterday on my birthday, all from ingesting lye because the landlord wouldn't fix the drain. I mean, it did get fixed after the first one passed away, because his daughter made him, because she lives downstairs now, and I've been talking to her about things that need taken care of around here, and I told her what happened to first Oreo, and she was so remorseful that she just kind of made him. she told him to do it, get the plumber out and get it fixed. So, and I thought, well, maybe he cared. How am I supposed to know that he didn't care when when she had him do it, and I hadn't heard anything back from other than the plumber's going to be there today. Where are you? The plumber's here. I assumed he cared. So I get home from getting rent, and he was blowing up my phone, freaking out that I wasn't here because he knew I was leaving to get rent because it was the first. I got paid. He knows I always get paid on the first, and that I always get rent on the first when I get paid. So he knew I was getting rent. So I'm out, and he's blowing up my phone, message after message after message. The plumber's there, and I was only gone for at most a half hour, trying to get money transferred through the bank so that I could pay my rent, because for some reason my checks are going to 2 separate banks at the moment. I told Social Security to put them both in the new account. They didn't. So it's actually Social Security's screw up that they didn't transfer both into the new account. So anyway, I have to manually transfer, and it actually works out good for me because I get paid early in NetSpend, but I do not with Huntington. But anyway, so I have to transfer my money from NetSpend to Huntington in order to pay rent and take care of all the other things I need to do. And I actually ended up getting cat food late because of him blowing up my phone. So, because, I had to rush home. So it would have only taken at most 3 more minutes just to go get cat food and come home. But anyway, so he's blowing up my phone and insisting that I need to be here now. And I'm like, dude, I'm getting your rent. Do you not want your rent? Because that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm not home. So anyway, I get home, and the plumber figures out what needs to be done. And so he has to call my landlord in order to, get permission to do it so, he can actually get paid. And when the plumber calls, he flat out tells the plumber that next time I'm the one paying for it. dude, it should have been done the month before when I told him to do it. Because he's known since before I moved in there was something wrong with that drain, and he still wouldn't fix it. Every month telling him to fix it, and he still wouldn't fix it. Last month telling him no water was going down and was having to go without showers entirely, still didn't fix it. It takes one of my cats dying and his daughter flipping out on him, making him telling him to do it for him to pay to get somebody out, and then threatens me, telling me next time it clogs up, I'm paying for it. I mean, that he's a landlord, that's his job, for one thing. For another thing, I was living like an animal, having to bathe out of a bucket in a place I pay for both rent and water. And prior to that, not having showers at all. And I have an allergy to yeast. So that's not okay for a normal person. It's even more not okay for me because I have hives on every inch of my crotch because I wasn't able to clean properly. So, yeah, that's just unacceptable that he wouldn't fix it to begin with. And then after all of that, if that's not bad enough, my cats start dying because of how I was trying to get it cleared out because he wouldn't pay for it to be fixed. So, I mean, but, so, again, Oreo died on Monday, and then, Faye and Crystal passed away yesterday, and I was already not okay after Oreo. After Faye and Crystal passing away on my birthday, I couldn't function. I don't know how I'm functioning today. I think, honestly, the only thing that's keeping me going is knowing the cats need fed and taken care of. The rest of the cats. And if they're not fed and taken care of, you know, they're going to start getting sick too. So, you know, I think that's literally the only thing that's keeping me going right now. The only reason why I'm not curled up in bed and not moving, not functioning. And honestly, the whole week I went, okay, it's 4 days now. 4 days without any sleep, and then no, 4 days without food, and then it was 5 days now without sleep. So I bet I finally now it's 4 days without sleep because I did manage to sleep last night, but I haven't been able to function. But the reason why I was up all night since Oreo is because I was on watch with Faye and Crystal, trying to make sure that they're okay, having them on my heating pad and using a bulb dropper for trying to administer water to try to flush it out of their system and try to keep them alive. I didn't fall asleep once the whole 4 days. Not once. So, yeah, I haven't been able to function. I haven't been eating because I've been too depressed to eat. Honestly, literally the only thing I've been doing has been feeding the cats and taking care of the ones that were passing away. That's literally all I've done all week. So, I'm not okay. Before all of this started this week, I wanted to get you guys out that video on my birthday. But the minute Oreo passed on, I knew that wasn't going to happen. But, you know, I know I need to get more videos out to you guys on fidget videos and whatnot, but I just don't have the mental state to do a video and make it actually entertaining, because I just don't have the energy for it. I don't have the happiness for it. So I'm not my normal bubbly self, unfortunately. But when I can, you know, get to the point where I can have some of my bubbly nature back, you know, I'll do some more videos for you guys. But and it's not that I don't have enough fidgets to do for you. I'm like over, I have way too many fidgets for you, for to do videos for you guys right now. But hi buddy. But I don't have the mental health right now to be doing those videos at the moment. And I did kind of buy a hell of a lot more after that too, because that's one of the ways I cope. I shop out of emotional stress. I also don't eat. Sometimes I drink. I thought that would be a bad idea. Sometimes I just lay and don't function. Sometimes I oversleep. Sometimes I don't sleep at all. It's just, it depends. But I'm just not healthy, when physically healthy, when I'm dealing with such severe emotional issues. And as most of you guys know, my kitties are my children. They're not just pets to me. They're not just ESAs. They're not just familiars. Each and every one of them is a child to me, and most of them I hand delivered. I mean, yeah, it's gross, but the minute you're holding that little baby in your hands, it's just like holding your own baby in your hands. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. And to lose those babies, I'm not okay. And like I said, they're the reason I'm still going right now, to taking care of the ones that are still here. Look at Drago, he's all like, I love you. Pet me, I love you. Yes. He's such a sweet boy. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for your support. You're always being so supportive, and always sticking with me, even though I'm not really great about getting videos done because of my health issues. But thank you guys all so much. Thanks for watching, and like, share, subscribe, and I will get you guys videos out as soon as I physically and mentally can. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye-bye.